Excuse me, miss.
Who, me?
Yes, I can see a great potential within you.
Really? In me?
Indeed, but you are unable to display that potential yet. If you grow stronger, many abilities will be open to you.
Wow, really? Would I be able to help everyone then? But how am I supposed to grow? I can't get stronger by fighting like everyone else. And it'll take too long if I just eat normally and wait for myself to grow.
There's no need to worry. I am the fairy trainer. It's my duty to help fairies like yourself to grow.
Huh? I never heard of anyone like that. Then can you help me out right away?
Training is not that easy. We live by absorbing the energy from plants. Therefore, you'll need plants to draw out your dormant abilities.
What kind of plants do you mean?
If you bring me a Rana fruit, I can use the energy within it to heighten your abilities. The more you grow and the stronger you become, the more Rana fruit will be required. We have enough Rana fruit to strengthen her abilities. Now, Corin, close your eyes.
I'm doing splendidly this morning. And now, to fulfill my promise. Wait for me outside the village. Now then, follow me.
A house out here?
It's Professor Panagi's home.
Who's there?
It's me, Professor.
Ah, Randall. What's the matter?
Sorry to spring this on you, but these gents have some questions.
Those uniforms. Are you the PMB?
Greetings, Professor Pernagi. I'm Cryas, son of the PMB's Supreme Commander Seldus.
Cryas? Is it really you? Ask, then.
Sorry to be abrupt, but I need to know two things. First, exactly what you told General Rockbine. Second, if you'll come with me. My dad wants to see you.
Seldus? He's the one who wanted me dead 15 years ago.
That's not true. My dad doesn't know why you left, Professor. Did you see him at that time?
No, he was so busy negotiating with the other countries then that I only spoke to him through Isaac. But that means... This was all Isaac's doing.
I thought as much. What happened back then that would make Isaac want to kill you?
It's because I tried to fix the mistakes I made. No, that we made.
What mistakes were those?
The creation of the PMB. Specifically, our use of the Admonisher. Do you know how the Admonisher is powered? It's an ancient weapon created 2,000 years ago that we repaired. But we couldn't reproduce everything, such as the device's energy source.
But then, how does it work? Such a thing can't be levitated with normal energy sources.
You're right. At the Admonisher's heart is something called the Dragon Orb.
Dragon Orb. That's where the energy comes from?
Not exactly. The energy of the planet, and specifically this continent, flows through the ley line.
I've heard that word before.
Yes, some Pathradians are able to see the ley line. Our race lives in harmony with it. Anyway, the point is that the Dragon Orb can extract energy from the planet's ley line.
It draws energy directly from the land? Then that energy is endless.
Wait! Does this mean... The Admonisher floats using the land's energy, right? Does that mean the decay all these years?
Yes, the energy was slipping away already, but the Dragon Orb is accelerating the process greatly.
Why use it then?
I didn't realize this until after the PMB had been formed. Once I did, I searched for a substitute, but nothing else was strong enough to sustain the Admonisher. When I measured the land's energy, it was draining faster than ever. Further research showed that the Dragon Orb was the cause. If we keep using the Admonisher, we'll leave nothing but a wasteland.
So you told all this to Isaac?
Yes, but he said the Admonisher is the PMB symbol and can't be deactivated. So I made plans to bring it down by force. You must know already. I had him revive the biological weapon.
But why would you do that?
Whoever had it would gain control of the world.
By that, do you mean Grangale? They are the ones you're cooperating with, aren't they?
What makes you say that?
When we fought a Screeper in Grangale, they used some kind of device to stop it from moving. And they were powering it with vital energy.
So, you already know that much.
Why did you give that to Grangale?
The PMB forbids any country from building up their military forces. Grangale, however, still has quite an army. If General Rockbine acts, they have every reason to expand those forces.
Yes, if we're to disband the PMB, we need to ensure that a strong ruling body remains to enforce peace.
So you want to make Grangale the new PMB? How will that solve anything? They'll just become dictators over the entire continent.
Unity under one nation is still a means to peace. More importantly, if we stop exploiting the ley line, the continent itself will survive. The Admonisher must be halted at all costs.
So what was the bioweapon in those ruins anyway?
If you want to know, these are my terms. All usage of the Dragon Orb must cease.
That's not up to me. Come to HQ and ask Dad yourself.
The PMB almost killed me. I won't go anywhere until I know I can trust you.
When will that be? At this rate, we'll stay in an impasse.
Then let's do this. Randall, will you go to PMB headquarters in my place?
Me?
I trust you to determine if we can believe these people.
Understood. As you wish, Professor. Please, stay at my house until I return, Professor Panagi.
All right.
Consider this your home away from home, Professor.
Thank you.
I'd best prepare for the trip. One moment.
Professor Pranagi? Have you ever been to Yargen before?
Yargen? Ah, yes. When Isaac's men were pursuing me, the Lord of Yargen offered me shelter.
Ah, I thought so! Whoa, what's all the excitement about? So that was Professor Pranagi! Do you remember me? I used to visit you at the Lord's mansion.
You're that girl? Why, what a fine lady you've become. I never thought you'd join the PMB's research division. I'm impressed that you found out about vital energy. I don't recall leaving my notes on it at the PMB.
Oh, but you used to show me your research notes. The ones not in Pothra, remember? I never understood them then, but later they made perfect sense to me.
Wait, you remember stuff you read when you were a little kid?
Yes, it's nothing really, but my photographic memory is one of my few talents. I'm not good at much else. Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
So that's how you discovered vital energy.
Yes, but when I did it, nothing worked properly. When I tried it, the creature best suited to vital energy extraction turned out to be humans.
Indeed. That's why I stopped researching it. If Isaac found out, he would have used the process at the cost of human lives.
Hey, what was that device you gave the Grand Gale Army?
Basically, it's a Screeper control device. It was created to mitigate the number of Screeper casualties.
I thought about that, but couldn't you also use it to turn Screepers into a kind of weapon?
Oh, don't worry about that. It requires far too much energy to operate for extended periods.
Is that why you used vital energy?
Yes, so it would be impossible to use as a weapon.
You lost me.
As we discussed, humans are the most efficient source of vital energy. Remember that the Grand Gale officer said, this is the limit of using livestock?
I do, but why does it have to be humans?
It extracts one's willpower. That's why common animals who live off instinct don't work. Even within humans, you can get more energy from someone with a strong will.
But they can't use their own men for energy, which means they can't use it as a weapon.
But what if they do decide to use human energy to power it?
Well, in that case, I suppose it would be possible, but it wouldn't be very popular with the citizens, I shouldn't think. What's the point in taking lives in order to save them? It should only be considered as a last resort.
I see. One more thing. If you're cooperating with Grangale, then why are you here?
I can't observe the ley line from Grangale. You're aware southern Grangale is becoming a desert, yes? It's because that region is furthest away from the ley line. No, Ceriltia's location makes it much more ideal for my observations. Truthfully, Pothrad is the best place of all, but I can't go near there.
Sorry for the wait. Are we all ready?
Welcome.
Excuse me, but are you Miss Saria?
Yes, I am. And you are?
The Green... Randall. So you are Miss Saria. It has been a while.
Can you come to the back room for a moment?
Certainly. I shan't be long. Please wait for me here.
Did that seem a little weird to you too? Ooh, should I take a peek? Roger that. Here I go.
What do you want?
To apologize properly. Had I done things differently then, Blue might...
Stop, please. I've already completely forgotten about him.
Oh? Then why that look on your face?
It's none of your business. I've forgotten him. Can't you just leave me alone?
Forgive me, milady, for causing you grief. I'm to blame for my actions then. All I could do was flee.
I don't want to suffer over something that happened 20 years ago. Please leave.
Sorry about that. Are you ready to leave? Or would you like to stay a while?
Enter.
Dad, we're back.
Who is this man? That's not Professor Pernagi.
Good day, sir. I'm Randall of Juina, and a renowned historian in Cyriltia.
Ah, Dr. Randall. I've heard much about you. Well then, how may we be of service today?
I've come in Professor Pernagi's stead. The professor fears for his life were he to set foot in the PMB. So I've come here to ensure his safety.
Fears for his life? What do you mean?
It's Isaac. He's been acting without your knowledge.
Perhaps we should have a word. Could I trouble you to call Isaac here?
Oh, I'll come with you.
Come in.
That's all I've got.
Good work. Stand by for your next mission.
Yes, sir.
What is it? The War Room? Zeldis said this? All right, I'll be there.
We should go too.
So you got a reason for dragging me out here?
We met with Professor Pernagi, as Dad ordered us to. He wanted us to ask why one of the founders of the PMB would leave.
I see. You want to know why I did what I did back then?
Then is it true, Isaac?
It's true. Why deny it now?
The professor said that the Dragon Orb's energy siphoning is the reason for the land's decay. He said to stop using it and power down the Admonisher. He also said he told you that, and you ignored him.
This is the first I hear of any of this. Isaac, why didn't you tell me before? If you just reported it...
The Admonisher is the PMB. Shutting it down is out of the question. Just having it up there is enough to keep the others in line. Without it, we wouldn't have the power to end war. It's been 20 years, and Grangale is as belligerent as they always were.
Perhaps. But this is Professor Pernagi. Didn't he have a backup plan?
Of course. I ordered him to find one if we were to stop using the Dragon Orb. But he abandoned his research and then refused to show it.
The process he discovered. It endangered human lives. That's why he refused to give it to you.
I believe you later sent men to steal it from the professor. And if he died in the attempt, then what would stop you from using it?
Isaac, you do such a thing?
I didn't order them to kill him, just to take his research, by force if necessary. What does it matter? Fenil eventually reproduced his work a decade later.
But you can't use it, because it takes human lives, right? Anyway, Dad, this dragon orb that keeps coming up, is it really what keeps the Admonisher in the air?
Yes, it is. Now may be the time for you to see it. You'll be the ones responsible for our future. Any objections, Isaac?
None here. I'll get the lift ready.
What should I do, Mr. Zeldis?
If you're representing Professor Pernagi, you should see the Dragon Orb's condition too. So you can give him an accurate picture of us.
Very well.
This is my first time in the Admonisher.
Actually, it's my first too. Usually only the higher ranks, special guard, and maintenance crew are allowed.
Do you think you can fly there, Corin? Don't be dumb. The wind gets so strong up there, I wouldn't stand a chance. it feels like to fly.
You'll find out soon. Let's go out to the lift.